Hey everyone, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to EA Tetragrammaton, where we are playing This is turn 45. Let's jump into things. So this is probably going to be a bit of a quick turn in combination. One, because I've only got a little bit of time tonight and I need to get it done tonight. And two, because it's kind of a quick turn. Honestly, there's not a lot of stuff going on. One thing that is of note is we did receive 25 astral gems from Hinam. This is in exchange for 20 death gems that we sent his way. He gave us a little bit of extra because it took to get them to us, which is appreciated. Cool stuff. So, what else do we got? Gnome Lord didn't find anything. Augury found a wildfire glade here in the Wood of Many Paths, which is actually shaping up to be a nice little place. We've got a wildfire glade, a farm of plenty. Never mind, I thought that was a nature gem. It's not that nice of a place. And a howling gorge. It's only 2 gems side. I take it back. It's okay. Alright, so we found a wildfire glade. Nice. Found nothing with dark knowledge. And we found, finally, with arcane probing, we found a crystal garden. So, one astral pearl here in Ial. Where's the other one? Here. The heck is the other one? It's not something that's obviously... here it is, yeah. It's the Statue of the Sitting God. It's the enchantment button. Right. So we've got an Astral Pearl here, and an Astral Pearl here. Right. Perfect locations, right? Okay. That's fine, that's fine. So, still happy, great. We searched in Tenaria, found nothing. We got a proclamation from Kailasa, or a new prophet. We have an unexpected event occurring in Troll Peaks, where we get 3 Earth Gems, very nice. And then we have an unexpected event in Agartha, where we got Misfortune 3 and 4 units. That's nice. Okay, what are we doing this turn? Not a lot, actually. This past turn, there was the chance that Yomi just came at us, right? We moved a lot of our units around in the attempt to hold this area. What it looks like instead happened, and what was the more expected situation, was that Yomi did take a turn to consolidate his forces. Now we're going to see, does Yomi march on us, or does he let us build up and then come back toward it? I know I've been in correspondence with Lanka. He's not meeting really, like, Yomi's not really coming at him or anything like that. It looks like Yomi has been content to just repel us so far. So, we're both building back up, and we're going to hit some research points and try to go back in and see what we can do. This time with more gusto. I say that. So what are we doing? The big things are... we are going back to finish up our site searching. Okay. We've got several people doing haruspexes, or sorry, several people doing auspexes. We've got a couple people doing haruspexes, and then you might notice we got 25 astral gems. Basically every astral mage we have: arcane probing, arcane probing, arcane probing, arcane probing, arcane probing, arcane probing, arcane probing. So we're just spamming out the arcane probing for the purpose, right, is if with all of these probings, if we can get another 2 astral gems out of this, having an astral income of 4 is going to be better than a bank of 25, okay, in the long run. If we can actually keep that. It's still bad. I'm hoping that we get more, but we'll see. Basically, we're looking for that magic number to try to equal more arcane or more pearls than what it costs to remote site search. So we're gonna see, cross our fingers, hopefully we get lucky. We're still doing death site searching. We're actually going to be finishing up with that pretty quickly, truth be told. At least in the south. I don't think we're going to be able to reach the northernmost portions, which means we're going to have to send some people up to Perenna, probably. But that shouldn't be too big of a deal. We are forging very basic items. We're going to be forging water lenses. We're going to be forging Boots of the Messenger. We're going to be forging some more Boots of the Messenger. We're kind of jumping into this vein where we want to have useful items on hand. Boots of the Messenger are very useful items. We can put those onto important mages. And at 3 nature gems a pop. Oh, throw this out there. Again, I'm learning things every turn. We lost our god last turn, basically. Well, not last turn, but the turn before that. And, well, come to find out, like, well, I mean, I say, we lost our god last turn to a battle from the prior turn. I haven't lost Mother Oak, so apparently the downside of having a god with something like Spring Immortality is that you can't call them back even if you would normally have the means to do so. But the upside to having a god with something like Spring Immortality is when they die, they don't lose their globals, I guess. That seems... oh, that just seems very strange to me. Like, that whole situation seems very, very strange. I do not really grasp or gather what's going on there. It's very weird. Anyways, that is pretty much it for the turn. We're going to hit alteration. We're all but guaranteed, unless I have to move a lot of mages around or something really weird happens. We're all but guaranteed to hit alteration 7, not this turn, but next turn, right? Which I think is going to be a very good thing for us. Alt 7 is going to give us mass protection. It also does bring a couple of other things into play that we can aim towards, namely Fog Warriors. Now, of course, we don't have an Air 5 right now. We're not going to have an Air 5 anytime soon. But, in theory, we have enough of a income to get to some places pretty quickly, especially if we are willing to alchemize. I don't think we're going to do that, right? Not anytime soon. I am potentially interested in the idea of alchemizing to get a Gudu up to 3 so that we can mess around with some Ugalus, because Ugalus are pretty good. But trying to go from there up is a little hard. So, for example, all these people are Auspex. So we need Air 4 to be able to make a winged helmet, which would get us to Air 5. And Air 5 is where we can easily, reliably do Fog Warriors. I guess technically you can do Fog Warriors from Air 4. Can you? Because you can spend gems up to your level, right? On a single cast. And you need... I'm probably talking gibberish right now. I don't know. I don't know if a level 4 can actually cast Fog Warrior. I'm not sure. Regardless, though, both whether that is possible with the level 4 or whether we would need a level 5, Either way, it's out of our hands at the moment from Gudus. But it's not out of our hands, or not too far out of our hands, via Crystal Sorceresses. So the concept there being 2 slaves boost you once, 4 slaves boost you twice, and then it's 8 slaves boost you 3 times, right? But there are other boosters that can get us to an interesting point. So we could do something like with 4 slaves, so just 5 crystal sorcerers, right? Not talking about any lizard shamans or anything like that, but just 4 slaves and 1 master. We can communion up, and then we can... What is it? We could do Power of the Spheres, right? So 4 is going to give us 2 paths, so that turns us into an Air 3. Power of the Spheres gives us Air 4. And then we have a couple of options that we can go. None of these are great. Like, this isn't super fluid. But we could do something like Summon Storm Power, right? And then we could go up to Storm, right? Because that would put us at... we would be at Air 4, and then we'd Storm, and the Summon Storm Power would kick in and put us at Air 5, and then we could Fog Warriors with Air 5. So it's a complicated mess, right? It's a complicated mess. Obviously, like, we could skip that step if we just go to 8 Sabbath or Communion Slaves. 8 Communion Slaves gets us 3 paths, and then it's just a simple matter of Power of the Spheres puts us up to 5, right? So that's there. We have options, right? We got ways of making this work. It's just not super fluid and super easy, but it's on the table. So that's going to be a really big deal for us. Between the potential for Fog Warriors and which is a odd possibility, and the very real, very simple, very easy Mass Protection. And not to discount Creeping Doom. Creeping Doom is actually very powerful. The only thing about Creeping Doom is that it is Nature 3, so it is a little harder for us to get it out on a bunch of people. Whereas Swarm is very, very easy for us to cast with almost anyone. Creeping Doom is quite more difficult for us. But we'll hit Alteration 7, 2 more turns, and then we will be turning our attention to some other thing. I'm not sure what that option is. Again, we've talked about this. I really do think we want to run up enchantment, especially considering we have not gotten a good set of Astral Pearls. If we were up to like 8 or 9 Astral Pearls per month, we would definitely be going up Conjuration for Upkalus. Or is it Upkulas? Or what's it? Upkalus. So we would definitely be going towards these because these things are awesome, you know, and we have the astral to cast them. Unfortunately, we don't really have the income for that. If we get really lucky with these arcane probings and all of a sudden it's like, oh yeah, you've got like 10 plus income, let's do it. Sure, we'll probably backpedal and we'll go that route, but I don't think that that's going to be the case. Another scenario to look into is we've got this augury over here, right? Or this enchantress who has fire 2 over here, casting fire or casting augury every turn. This is great. This has got us a little bit of a bank, but what we could do is we could run up to construction 6 real quick and basically start producing fire quills. Or fire quills. Fucking lanterns. Jesus. Fire quills. My brain is shot. But they're basically fire quills, though, right? They're fire research items. Lanterns. And that would be good, right? Lanterns are very, 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 very good research items. Could be a very good option for us. So yeah, we've got a couple of things in the mix, but mainly right now we're going to try to finish off our site searching, hit some research goals, rebuild an army. I have been reached out to by Hinnom, by vicariously through Hinnom, I guess, by Mictlin. They do want us to assist with Pan. You might notice, right? Pan has not exploded and gotten immensely larger. The AI is continuously fighting back against Pan and winning some fights, losing some fights. I think Pan would win out in the long run, but Pan's also being attacked by Mictlin and by Hinnom. So I would love to really get into that fight. I mean, I made my own bed, honestly. Like, I had the chance to wrap things up with Yomi, and I chose not to. But that's okay. Like, I'm having fun, and we're fighting, so... What more can you ask of in a Dominion, right? That's going to be it for the turn. I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.